this is Julia with Downtown Magazine. We're shooting downtown highlights today at the Seaport at Club Vintage. Let's check it out. So we're with the owner of Club Vintage, Anna. So basically, just tell us a little bit about yourself and the store.
Sure. Club Vintage is a vintage store in the Seaport. It functions a little like a department store, so we carry a bunch of different vendors that we've hand vetted. A lot of them are local New Yorkers and a lot of them are international. We have vendors from Rome, from London, from Paris. And yeah, we sell furniture, we sell clothing, mostly women's wear, but you know, it's only women's wear if you're not adventurous enough.
So I guess just because I know you guys are very much about conscious consumerism and stuff like that. So how do you guys just provide good quality pieces that are also just promoting conscious consumerism?
I mean, for the most part, I think sort of covering the lifestyle gamut of having furniture, small goods, and clothing just encourages customers to have the conversation about whether or not they ever need to buy anything new. Of course, some things have to be new, but you know, part of the reason why I think Club Vintage is working is because of our community, and so we basically provide I was gonna say white box, but we have a blue floor now. So we provide a blue floored white box for these vendors to come in and sort of be able to represent their brands. And so we bring them in because we trust them in their taste and their ideas and standards of quality. So then by the time pieces actually end up in store, it's all things that I would wear then or bring into my home, then I'm happy to have it in the store.
Yeah,
so it's collaborative.
Right,
effort.
Yeah. Well, since it's a collaborative effort, I guess just what makes working with these vendors so special and so great and really just helps, I guess, make the store what it is.
I've been working in fashion for a long time, 15 years, and then I've been working in vintage full-time for 4. So just seeing the trajectory of available platforms for the customer to shop secondhand, for the customer or for the seller to sell secondhand, has been really interesting and pretty prolific, I guess is the word. There are just so many platforms and options, and so it's been really nice to sort of find a community of people because you know the gamut is very wide, right? You can sell all kinds of things secondhand, and that's amazing. But we want to occupy a specific space that feels expensive looking, but it's accessible. It's very much an aesthetic that's mutable and not just one thing. We have space age stuff in here. We have 80s Versace in here. We have mid-century modern. It's all over the place, but it's all cohesive. And I think that storytelling is really important, where we can kind of all have our own different opinions, but come together and be oh, but if we line it up in such a way, it makes sense. And people who come into the store can see that.
So it's a little bit of everything in one, basically.
Yeah. Not just one decade or not just one taste. We're trying to bring a lot of everything in.
Awesome. Also, just again, I guess speaking of collaborations, what kind of collaborations do you guys do, or even just maybe pop-up events that you might host?
So
tell us a little bit about that.
We have we've collaborated with a lot of contemporary brands as well, not just vintage sellers, because I find that it's a helpful way to reach a wider audience, and then it's also really how people actually shop is buying new and secondhand or vintage in the same place or at the same time or in the same outfit. So our next collaboration is with our friends at Veda Jewelry or Veda World. They sell sunglasses. They also do jewelry, but we'll be selling their sunglasses for the month of July. We just wrapped a pop-up in LA with our friends at Lucia. We try to collaborate with, when we're collaborating with contemporary brands, we try to work with companies that are conscious about sustainability and their production and where the pieces are made and where the fabrics are coming from. So Lucia, we've worked with Ghani, we've worked with Levi's, Veda's our next big one, and then we have a couple more exciting ones in the future, but I'll wait to speak to those. pieces.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I guess just like, do you have any personal favorite pieces that like just really stand out or that you really like? Even just some newer stuff that you might have gotten in the store as well.
We did just get a bunch of new stuff in, like this, which I put on, which is from our vendor I Am That. They're based in Portland. What other things do I love? I mean, I'm really a sucker for furniture. Part of the reason why I really wanted furniture in store was because I want to buy it, but I don't have room in my apartment. So this is an opportunity to sort of be able to play with shapes and layouts without having to take on the overhead of storage. Favorite pieces? I don't know. I love everything. I love this bouquet couch. This is from our vendor.
This is really nice.
Past Lives. It's so nice. She's in Brooklyn. She also has these little tables. I don't know. So many things. We get new things in all the time. So it's always changing. People are always like, how do you not just buy everything? It's a great question.
I'm sure it's very tempting.
It's very, very tempting.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us a little bit about Club Vintage.
No problem. Thanks for coming back.
That's all for today at Club Vintage. I had so much fun looking at this beautiful store and all their beautiful pieces. We'll see you next time with Downtown Highlights.